Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. This is Chaminade Guard, Color Guard. And here we go. So the command was just given right guard post. This isn't a technique of falling in. The command is fall in, and you get your distance, you get your alignment, and then you go from there. And that's all four of you at the same time. And so why are you doing that? And Commander, you should be responding to your own commands. You respond to every other command, but I know most cadets think that you have to be at attention to give commands. So that's why you dropped your arm first. That's why you came to it. Before I started the video, I played it up to a certain point. You came to attention, then called the team to attention. You don't have to do that. You're not supposed to do that. The flag detail commander, the commander of troops, for the parade commander, and then color guard. Those three command positions that are inside the formation, and you don't come to attention because it looks odd. It's a little strange. So anyway, my point is you respond to every single other command. Why this one? You're inside the formation, so you should respond to all of your commands. Anyway, and that fall-in sequence was just odd. And looking down is not a thing. You're at attention, so you don't look down. You just manipulate your equipment. So look at that spacing there. You're going shoulder to shoulder, except for the right rifle guard. Boy, that was a great wheel. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nicely done. I'd give, just a suggestion, I'd give forward march a little earlier. At the end of the 8 counts, then forward march right away on that next left. Better spacing here, but you were sagging and weaving a little bit there. Great technique. Really good technique on that sling. So, So neither one of you are taking are flanking. You're not pivoting. Right rifle guard has to execute a right face in march, pivot on the right foot platform. Left rifle guard has to do a left face in march. Sorry, a half left, half right face in march. So you're both going out at an angle, a 45-degree angle from the color bearers. So right rifle guard essentially has that angle. Left rifle guard doesn't. So you're not centered. I can see it here. You're not centered on with that 45-degree angle on the color bearers. So the weird thing about uncasing the colors is, and the weird thing about Flagstaff manual is, Flagstaff manual is based on guide-on staff manual, and you should come up, and it's written somewhere, and I just can't think of it right now, but you should come up so that you're at raised guide-on with the Army technique. What you're doing here, that's the Air Force technique. That's what we do here. Then we come down and then drop that hand. That's for present. So raised guide on for the Air Force, raised guide on for the Army. Marine Corps, Navy, and Coast Guard say forget that. It looks ridiculous, and it does. Both techniques. It's just kind of silly. Anyway, so left hand here at the bottom of the staff, around the harness socket, holding the lower ferrule, and then right hand at mouth level. But I'll just hold them in the camera like this, so you come out, which is my suggestion. Some teams will switch their hands, but it just looks silly because you never mind. Anyway, so come out and then come down and then pull the staff in so that it's much easier to manage, and then keep your hands there. Dropping that left isn't part of the sequence. And top, I tell you what, I'll pause here, I'll make a note, and I'll send you what I can find on that. Okay, noted. Glad you're keeping both hands up there on the staff, though. So, almost mirrored technique, almost. You've got a slight bend there, and your head is down. His isn't. Okay, height difference, I get it. So, you should have that mirrored technique, though. So, even if the shorter there, see, shorter guard, even dropped his head there, but you're kind of leaning over there, left rifle guard. So what was that, though? What was coming up, dropping, and then coming up? I don't understand that. I know the wind caught it there, the U.S. flag. So instead of holding, you're not supposed to hold like this. You're supposed to hold like this, the case, that is. Don't hold it like that, because you can't do anything with that. Here you can do something with holding the sling. So I promise I won't hit the fan above me. All right, and I know this looks weird, but it's the only way that I can do this in camera. So as you bring the staff into the harness socket, the lower ferrule needs to come into the harness socket. So put your left hand on the harness socket, and I take my bottom two fingers and my thumb like that, and I with both hands not on the staff, you're able to bring that harness or the lower ferrule in. I guide it with my fingers, and then I'm lifting. You have the same type of socket, it looks like, as what I have here. So I'm lifting, and I place the ferrule in. I just dropped it there, but if you're not doing something, if you're not doing that, having both of your hands doing two things differently, two things at once. If both hands are on the staff, then you're not going to, and both hands are on the staff. So that's why you have to look down. So don't look down, look straight ahead, left hand on the socket, right hand, and you're good to go. So present, arms out. Then order, arms, one, and slide down. So you slid down in tandem with, which is fine, in tandem with the guards. So remember, hand at mouth level. U.S. bearer, you're a little bit high, and so it looks like you're draping over. I'll see it in a minute, but instead of doing this, really you should be doing this. So if my hands are the belt, then you have equal squared off top and bottom. Instead of draping it over, you're tucking it in. Excellent job, guards. That was really well done.
Technical Sergeant McDowell, the Chaminade Color Guard from Central Catholic High School in San Antonio, Texas. Reports in for the
So if you're flaring that right hand, you shouldn't be. You should be wrapping.
3-11.5. Our uniforms will be in accordance with Army Regulation 670-1 and Cadet Command Regulation 145-2. Our flags will be in accordance with Army Regulation 840-10. Respectfully requesting for permission to utilize your drill area, Technical Sergeant McDowell. Thank you, Technical Sergeant McDowell.
You rattled off everything. That was great.
Customers, march. Customers, march.
There's a timing issue here. Yeah, there is. There's a timing issue. And it might have something to do with the wind. Yeah, you did drape over instead of tuck in.
Customers, march.
But you catch back up, everything's fine. Just that slight weirdness of the steps there. And you chose to flank instead of face and march. Although I think the colors reverse should look like that, but the colors reverse is actually supposed to be a series of faces and marching. So, and I know that it's difficult with the wind, but your staffs shouldn't be vertical. They should be. They should have a slight angle forward. Well, what's a slight angle forward? Your guess is as good as mine. Actually, any angle that you... Okay, so any angle you choose is fine. We used to march with the... This is in the 1940s, 50s. We used to march with flags just straight out like that, practically. And that was the standard. Now the standard is, at least for Army and Air Force and Space Force, it's just a slight angle forward. So when you go to order, I see both of your hands are high up on the staffs, and they shouldn't be. So remember, your hands should look just like the hands of the guards. Fingers extended and joined, arm extended as well. So then you, and I get where this comes from, with the hand coming up, and there's arguments both ways of leaving the hand down and also bringing the hand up. Part of guide-on staff manual, parade, rest, and then you throw the guide on forward. So I get that, and you come up on parade, and you've got to hold so that your forearm is horizontal. So I can't see the Texas flag bearer's hand, but U.S. flag, you're way up here at the shoulder, so you've got a huge angle there that you shouldn't have. At least you're not pushing the Texas flag forward. So it's colors, attention, not color guard. Air Force says color guard. Army says colors. And so I wanted to mention here, you should be marching the JROTC flag and not the Texas. I get why most everybody does that. Marching with the state. Nice timing there. Nice step length. Really doing well. Color bearers, you're a little close to each other. the right wheel isn't as good as the left wheel, which is actually a common thing. So on so big difference there. And you leave your head turned to the right, and then you give ready front, and all snap back. All need to so the coordination between the heads turning and the flag coming out, that all needs to be the same. Eyes right, boom for everything. Heads flag, eyes right. That's how it should look. Everybody turns. Everybody, or the flag comes out. Flagstaff comes out, and then on ready front, it's back. Heads come back. All heads. Don't turn your head back, Commander, until after. You all need to look the same. Yeah, those left wheels are just great. Texas Bearer, what are you doing there? What is that? Present arms out. That's your technique. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's really nice. I just noticed that. So on the right wheel, look how everybody kind of goes into a ripple movement. It's very, very different. So your end step for that is completely different for everybody. I think that's why you have your right wheels all not meeting the same standard as your left. That was a really nice performance, though. Very nice performance. All right, so that's it for my critique. I hope my comments have been helpful. Thanks.